Alrighty. Hello. Oh, my phone is going off. I'm gonna guess. Yep, it's the Twitch push notification saying, "Hey, do you want to manage your channel directly from your phone with mobile live dashboard?" I don't. I literally never have, and I don't want to now. I'm okay. Thank you though. Anyways, hi. It's like Wednesday night, or technically like early Thursday morning. I had nothing going on tonight, and I finished like the little bit of work I wanted to get done, and D&D, and a movie night, and hanging out with people. And I'm like, well, I still have like all night to do nothing, so I'm doing this. Hi. Uh, oh yeah, hit 128. That's not the file limit, is it? Okay, thank goodness. Cool. Yeah. I don't have a timer on screen. I'm supposed to have that. That is the thing that I usually have for this. I knew I was missing something. There we go. Where's my mouse? Okay, cool. All right, now we're good to start. Where's my cursor? There we go. Okay, 3, 2. Oh wait, no, I start the timer after I pick a skin. Let's see if I can remember how to play this. It's been a little bit. I literally have not played this since the last time I streamed it. And I have like a million sweaters. I know that's a thing here. I've been really feeling red lately. I see like a nice dark red here. I'll just go with the regular red then in that case. Or wait, what's the orange? The orange isn't bad. We did just get out of Halloween. The red is just like a little too intensely saturated. I don't know. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Anyways, hi. Ooh, okay. First room is looking good. Got slide already. Very cool. Oh, okay. Thought I was going to lose that for a second. Major key in the second room too. Hell yeah. One of these days I'm going to get like the perfect jump timing to jump up from that step without having to grab the ledge. There's something about it, for some reason, you just never can. I don't know why. Like I've had it happen like exactly once in 129 runs where you like just jump at just the right point where you jump high enough that your feet clear the ledge. Ow. Clear mind, that also does nothing for me. I need a kick. I mean, I guess, actually that's not true. It doesn't do nothing for me because if I can do a slide jump, and clear mind does nothing, but like the stuff that I have does things for me. I just have to remember how to do this input and not die. There we go. Yippee. Where to? Let's check out the gazebo, I guess. There's nothing in the gazebo. Oh wait, there's a key, I guess. That's not nothing, it's just not a lot of anything either. Nothing adjacent, yeah. Something resembling nothing. The Zelda Light of Courage voice. It's like, this isn't, no, this isn't nothing, but it's something. And everyone nods as though that was insightful to say. Hello. Oh, nice, I have a cling gem. Okay, cool. Still no kick, though. But a cling gem gets me into places, so I'll take it. It's definitely a very nice convenience thing to have early. Okay, don't need that. Use cling here. There we go. There's a kick. Cool. Now I can do this. In a second, I jumped the gun a little bit. Sick. I even grabbed the ledge. Wasn't sure if I would. Take those. Oh, too close. Someone in my left ear wants to hurt me. Yeah, I can technically get that, I guess. Why not? So part of it is like a program that goes off of sound and detects it. A lot of the time when you see VTubers, they are using they're just using like a webcam that detects when their mouth opens and closes, so it's hard to get like really accurate like mouth shapes, I guess. But mine is going off of audio detection just for my mic. I don't have a camera. Technically do, actually. I did buy one finally, but it's not hooked up or anything. I just got it in case I needed it at some point. It was on sale. Yeah, it's that, and then also like some amount of knowing how to animate lip syncs, like knowing how to draw mouth frames and stuff that are clean and like clear and work in a lot of contexts. I kind of learned a few things on the fly when I was doing the Twilight Princess one, the hare and the jackalope. That was a jack-o'-lantern. I don't have one of those. That'd be wild. But yeah, a lot of it comes down to just like knowing how that stuff works, knowing what the shapes need to look like and which ones are actually like essential, I guess. Nice, that's 2 keys. Cool. Oh, that was weird. That wall like just didn't render. Did you see that? It was supposed to be a loading zone. It was a big checkerboard pattern. Never seen that before. Yeah, it's like mostly tedious to like do it in actual animation, but sick. I have a real dream breaker. Now I can make it red. I really gotta get more variations. Hello. Yeah, funnily enough, lip sync is one of the last things I ever learned in animation school for dropping out, because it was something they were actively like in the process of teaching us when COVID hit, and then I kind of just didn't really learn much of anything after that during the remainder of the semester that was like remote classes over Zoom and stuff, because they just kind of like pared down a lot of the assignments quite a bit to make them like simpler, and also just like we weren't very good at teaching anything like remotely because they weren't good at computers. So yeah, so lip syncing was like, or lip sync animation was the last thing I ever learned. Oh, embarrassed bunny. One of the really interesting things that I learned about it, though, was that like a lot of the time you want to like, I forget which direction you delay it in, but you want to like delay the lip sync so it's not exactly when the sound plays that you're like syncing it to. It's like delayed in one direction or the other. I don't know, it's been a while, but there's like a trick to it with that, because like sound and light travel at different speeds, and so like you'll process the sound before the visual, or the other way around. I I would have to like actually stop and think about it to figure out which one it is, and I'm also playing a video game, so yeah. But point being that you don't want them to be like exactly synced up with like the audio track where it's like, oh, okay, on this frame, they start saying the word snake, and so I want to have them start like animate the mouth starting to say that, because it'll be off. I think you want to have it before is maybe what it is, because sound travels slower or something. I don't know. It's just funny because like that is also a principle I had to like apply for this. Oh my god, I keep doing like reverse slides, and those are not helpful to me. It was something I had to apply for these like pngtubers to some extent. Like it was kind of a trial and error thing, but like I do have the audio of my voice delayed a little bit so that it matches the lip sync better. Because if it was going in real time, it would look like shit. Oh, sorry, I didn't read the rest of that message. What's the most essential thing to know about animation? I don't know. I think at like a fundamental level, it's good to understand that like the thing that makes animation interesting isn't always like what happens, like the point A and point B, but how you get there. You know, the breakdowns that you do in between the keys. Like I like to think of breakdowns as like if you were like animating like somebody throwing a ball. Like the keyframes are like, you know, somebody winding up and then like them like releasing the ball like at the tip of their throw kind of thing. But the breakdown would be like what determines whether they're like doing like a really like professional like baseball pitch or tossing something underhand or throwing something with a lot of force and stuff like that, and like whether or not things kind of like snap back as part of that animation. I think like learning that early on, like just understanding that that is a thing that you want to be mindful of. It's not just like your keys, but how you get between them. Is how people like get better at animation a lot quicker. I don't know. I'm by no means an expert. I again did drop out, so I did 2 out of 3 years of my program and then did not go back for the third. But the third would have been mostly learning like digital stuff. Like it would have been like stuff for like studio training, like learning Toon Boom Harmony, which is kind of worthless if you aren't going to do studio work because good luck getting a license for that. It's an unbelievably expensive program. Very similar to Autodesk Maya, which I also learned, which I also will never use again because good luck buying a license for that. Well, I mean, I would sooner think that me being a dropout from a program makes me more of an honorary expert than being a streamer who can just say shit. Being a streamer makes me an honorary expert in things like philosophy and politics. That's probably true. Well, even then, I don't know that being a streamer makes me an expert at Pseudoregalia. Playing the game 130 times might. I'm still working on that. I haven't figured it out yet. I've only played it 129. Meow y'all doing, everybody? That's so many like words that are other words in there. Intriguing. I have to think about this. I'm doing good. Howdy. I was mostly just I did like 3 hours of drawing today and got a bunch of stuff done that I was happy with. I did a session of D&D finally for the first time in ages earlier today. And then after that, I like quickly grabbed something to eat and hopped into the remains of a movie night where we watched Metropolis, like the 2001 like animated one that has like the Tezuka art style and stuff. The really, really good one. and then continued to hang out in that call for a bit and played. We like watched a bunch of YouTube videos and I was going insane, and so then I started playing Pokemon in the call. And then I was like, I actually don't want to stay up all night playing Pokemon. I want to do something else, and so now I'm here streaming. Hello. Yeah, Metropolis is gorgeous. God, like, what a pretty movie. Played the game like Stanley Kubrick takes on a scene. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know anything about Stanley Kubrick. My only knowledge of Stanley Kubrick, genuinely, that I can think of off the top of my head, is that I'm pretty sure there's a Lemon Demon like bonus track on Spirit Phone called Stanley Kubrick and the Beast or something like that, and it's like a pretty good song, and that's all I know. I can't remember what Stanley Kubrick actually did as like a filmmaker or whatever. This is how you really know that I've become a true streamer, is that I possess a lack of knowledge about really like basic things that most people know about. But I have a lot of opinions about philosophy and politics in video games. Joke answers fake the moon landing. Okay, yay. I'm adding this to my internal knowledge about the world. Wow, 5 in a row, congrats. I have a sword. Let's go to the library. I'm going in the wrong direction to go to the library. Oh, The Shining. Okay. That would make sense. That I should know that. I watched that like 2 weeks ago. I mean, I'm pretty sure I've seen it before. I don't remember why, but I'm pretty sure I watched it at one point previously. But most recently, I watched it in a call with friends. Like, yeah, yeah, I knew that about it. I just forgot that that was the director of it. I knew the director did that. I just forgot that that Stanley Kubrick was the name to associate with that. It's something most people don't really understand or know about philosophy that ought to be more widely known. It's nice to be nice to people. You actually don't have any obligation to be mean to people. This is my deep and powerful philosophy. It actually does not score you any points to be a hater or a troll. Oh, I see. Okay. I understand. I understand the link. It is like very specific, but I get it now. Oh, that was hayride. Have you not seen that before? I show that every time I play this because it's like my favorite thing ever. I didn't like find the glitch, but I'm the one who named it that. And I'm still trying to get it to catch on. And it will, slowly but surely. Have you actually not seen that before? I can explain what it is, but I'm not sure if you're goofing. Oh my god, are they all goats? You've got to be kidding me. Oh, okay, cool. So hayride is a rando exclusive glitch. It happens when, because I have like everything randomized except for the time trial like costume rewards or whatever that were added in a later update, because randomizing those is a nightmare. Just like kind of ruins your seed, makes everything slow, because like most of those time trials require you to like backtrack with most of the abilities in the game to clear them. And so having anything locked behind those just makes everything suck in terms of routing. But everything else I have randomized, and one of those is the like chairs and hay bales and stuff that you can sit on. Because it just adds more like locations that things can be, since those are all over the place in like random corners of the world. And a side effect of that is that sometimes those get randomized into locations where they take the place of an item that's floating in the air, and so then the hay bale that you can sit on is floating in the air instead. And if you interact with it to sit on it, you will be sitting on it in the air, and you can like move away with the control stick, and you'll just be like still sitting, like in your sitting pose, but you'll be floating around in the air at the height of the seat. And if you like go up a slope and then veer away from it, you'll like maintain your height, like you won't fall down basically. So you can use that to like kind of coast from a high place into other high places like I did there. That's like the only real use that I found for it. I think there's like one other place that someone in the Discord found after I posted a clip of it. There's one other place that it can potentially be useful, but it requires a hay bale to spawn in like a very specific location. So it doesn't matter most of the time, but it is technically also a thing. But I only ever use it in the library because it's just so common to find a hay bale in one of those side rooms. And then you can use it on the ramp to get enough height to get up top. There's lots of ways to cheat and get up top if you want that are like faster than going around the long way as intended. It's also just habit. If I have an opportunity to do it, I always do it even if it's not faster, because I just think it's funny. I don't know when I got Sunsetter. I must have missed that. It does also mean I have backflips and I haven't been using them. Oops. Alright, so I have 3 keys. Where am I going? So I'm trying to break the habit of keeping my, like, elbows bent and, like, my controller like kind of pushed into my lap, because the thing I've realized about my like gaming posture and how it affects my wrists and hands is that like a big part of it is that I sit too close to my desk, and so then my controller has to be like tucked too close to my body. And if I can like sit further out from my desk with my legs outstretched, then I can also stretch my arms out with the controller like on like closer to my knees instead, which ends up being much better ergonomically. So I'm trying to get into the habit of doing that.
Almost a year. How goes Pseudoregalia?
Oh wow! Congrats on your 10-month streak. Thank you for the resubs, Athil. It's going all right. I'm like this. I'm shaking off the rust on this run. This isn't going to be like a new record or anything, but I don't think this outfit has custom footstep sounds. I don't think that's a thing you can do. To my knowledge, nobody's really like figured out how to do like custom sounds for outfit mods. It's not really part of the outfit framework. So I think the sound effects are based on what material you're standing on. Yeah, it's just I have a bunch of mods for I found a mod pack that's just a giant collection of like different color variations of the Sleepy Time outfit that you can unlock in the vanilla game. So normally the sweater's white, but this is just a red one. And the bits on the feet match the color of the sweater usually, I think. So like the toes of the socks, I think. That's what they're supposed to be. I should go into Bailey. I have all the moves, I think, to get all the items there. Yeah, if she was going to have, like, different footstep sounds, this would make sense to be the one, because I think she is just wearing socks. I mean, wall kick backflips are not hard. They're just, that's a normal mechanic. That, like, it's not like speedrun tech or anything. You just kick the wall and then, like, you go to do a ground pound, but like you cancel it with a jump. And like the game is designed so that if you kick into a wall and then backflip, you will be backflipping like conveniently in the right direction to get on the wall. Oh hell yeah! Right now we're solar winding and go very fast. Yippee. I say I'm de-rusting, I mean I haven't played this game in like a month. I used to play this game like multiple times a week, you have to understand. Whoa, that was cool. Hey, you know you can, you want a tip that most people playing this game for the first time don't know that I think more people should know? If we're doing these. Is that almost every projectile in the game can be deflected with your weapon. Like any of the ones that are like a 2D sprite, you can just reflect them. Like those. Or the little like music note projectiles from Jerry, which is I finally remembered, by the way. Jerry is the name of the sousaphone little like enemies, the ones that go at you. And I also remembered why they're called that, which is that it was supposed to be like a reference to like the horns of Jericho or whatever, I guess. Which is kind of a deep pull, but I do appreciate it. The question I've always had ever since learning this piece of information, and I've always been afraid to ask, is that in reference to like something in the actual like story of the Horns of Jericho, or is it the VeggieTales one? Because I'm pretty sure that that's he does. They have those in. It's like a bunch of little like vegetables, particularly a bunch of peas, that are playing like little sousaphones and trumpets and stuff. I think, or no, it's not the peas because the peas are the folks inside Jericho, but it's like little vegetable guys. So I'm like, it fits the vibe and the general proportions. It makes me wonder. But I don't know how you just go up to like an artist that you respect and say, hey, cool character design. Is it a VeggieTales reference? Because if the answer is no, then I will look and feel insane. And I can't do that. I have Strike Break. I don't have Soul Cutter. So I can't do the other side of this just yet. Yeah, that is like the main the main hang up that like anybody really like consistently has with it is the tutorial is long. But as soon as you get out of it and you know you're out of it, it's good shit. I forgot I can't. Okay. I wouldn't call it soul crushingly long. It is at least like. It feels like it's shorter than Sun and Moons, where it's like, hey, go to school. But I don't know. I think it's also slightly more forgivable because it is a game that is using like completely different like systems than usual. It's not just like, yeah, whatever. I know how to play Pokemon, leave me alone. It is like teaching you how new shit works, I guess. Wow, there's like nothing in this room. This is a bad roll. Ah, okay. Yeah, no, Pokemon games have gradually gotten, like, a lot of them have gotten kind of a reputation for, ooh, that was a really nice Ultra, hell yeah. It was also not bad. Patting myself on the back for something that, like, most of the chat will not understand what I'm talking about. Yeah, the thing is, like, the thing that I played immediately before picking up ZA was Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon, which I've complained about plenty for lots of reasons, but one of the things that is very bad about it is that half the game is a tutorial. You are baby idiot Pokemon, and you have to go to baby idiot Pokemon kindergarten to learn how to be alive, and no one lets you do anything. And even after you, like, by, like, happenstance end up getting, like, junior explorer badges and are finally able to start, like, taking missions occasionally in between, like, progressing the plot, they're still only junior badges, and it's not until you are, like, literally, like, 3/4 of the way through the game that you actually get to go to, like, the Expedition Guild and become a proper Expedition Federation member or whatever. Or it's the Expedition Society in that game. So I'm getting it mixed up with the Exploration Federation, which is the name of the governing body in Explorers of Sky. How much is that? Oh, I wasn't playing any mods with Super Mystery Dungeon. That was on my actual 3DS. It's just a game that I've, like, come back to and fallen off of and come back to again, like, several times over the years. And I finally finished it recently. And it sucked. It's one of the worst games I've ever played. Which sucks because there's things about it that I do like, but it is not a game that I ever want to play again, unfortunately. Yeah, the modded one was, it was a mod of Explorers of Sky. That's the one that Penny and Cherie are from. My funny lesbians. There's no funny lesbians in Super because your characters are, like, 6 and it's just kind of nothing. And also, like, there's very little, like, justification for the bond that your protagonist characters allegedly have in that game, besides the fact that the game tells you they do. It's like, oh yeah, they're best friends, but, like, it's like, you haven't done anything. You, like, just, you were friends because, like, people bullied both of you in Pokemon kindergarten. And so you're, like, outcasts or misfits or whatever, I guess. Where are we going? I think I'm gonna go to the tower. Because there's only, like, 2 other places I can think of that would have a key. Oh, yeah. Yeah, playing the game vanilla, I feel like the item that was up there is, it's one that you, like, fall down and climb all the way back up to get several times. The other one is the one in that tower right there above Sybil's head right now. Alright, let's see if I'm right. Let's see if there's a key in the tower. If not, we gotta leave. That looks like it's up there, so... success. Correctly identified that I needed to YOLO the tower. Yippee. I got a good amount of health, I got indignation. Boss should be fine. Ah. But yeah, no, Super Mystery Dungeon making you spend half the game in, like, idiot kindergarten where you aren't allowed to do anything and no one, like, allows you to have any responsibility whatsoever. Yo, I got untextured rectangle, let's go. Is, like, after playing that, I was like, ZA was no big deal. I was, like, a little bit frustrated occasionally where it's like, oh, that looks cool over there. I want to go over there and talk to that person or whatever. And it's like, and, like, Urbane is, like, calling over to me like, hey, we're supposed to go here, don't you remember? Like, I asked you to meet me over this hotel or this cafe or whatever, because, like, there's more tutorial and, like, exposition to set up, and it's like, ah. But in the grand scope of the game, it's like, as soon as you were having fun with it, it's, like, so easy to forget that any of that happened. I don't know. I didn't play the one immediately before Super. I will also say Super does get, like, real with it. Just not in ways that I like. Oh yeah, I forgot I gotta put on my Go mode eyebrows. Hold on. Because I have all the keys now. There we go. Serious mode. I don't know. I mean, Pokemon Sun and Moon is the one where you are, like, the main antagonist of that game is, like an abusive mother. So, like, the majority of the plot of that game is, like, kind of like how, like, the main antagonist is, like, spending all of her time doing this, like, stupid, like, multiverse Pokemon research bullshit, and, like, neglecting her children who are left to, like, fend for themselves, basically. And she's, like, basically willing to, like, put them in harm's way to, like, a point of, like, lethal danger if they interfere with her, like, career goals. So I would say that one gets pretty real with it. I don't know about Ultra, but at least regular Sun and Moon does. Okay, good. Wasn't sure if I'd be able to hit her in time. Ah! Need to heal. It was kind of a bad round. I also am realizing I definitely do not have aerial finesse, which would be great. It's the one that lets me, like, hit A in midair to— ow! Shit! To recover when I get knocked down. Okay, I really need to heal. Where's my freaking sword? I like that you can slide underneath her swings. That's a really neat little touch that they, like, specifically made sure the hitbox, like, doesn't go that well. Ow. Bingo. Time. Oh, okay, I don't know much about what happens in the anime either. I kind of want to stream Ultra at some point just so I have an excuse to play it. Because I feel like I'm not that motivated to just sit there and play through the entire Gen 7 Pokemon game for the hell of it on my own. Not unless I had some kind of ROM hack of it or something. 36 minutes ain't bad. That's, like, below average. In a good way. Alright, I gotta generate a new seed. And normalize also. We're normal now. Yippee. Oh, I have to click the game. That's probably important. Otherwise my controller doesn't respond. That makes sense. Alright, what outfit are we picking? I have so many sweaters. Look at them all go. I forgot about this one. This one's really good. Do I want to rock this one again? This is what I got my PP with. It's like, it's lucky, you know? She has cool hair. Halloween was recently. I could be the witch. I don't really want to be the witch, but I could. Eh. I don't know. What haven't I used in a while? I could do the witch. I don't have anything against the witch. Sure. Okay, witch time. Just stretch my wrists. And my hands and my fingers and all the bones that I have. Sorry for the reveal. I do have bones. All right, 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah, that's the other thing that's in Ultra Sun and Moon is Rainbow Rocket. I forgot about Rainbow Rocket. I don't know. I thought they were adding those, and I like couldn't take it seriously. I'm like, what do you mean you're like doing some multiverse shit to just bring in all the evil team leaders? Like, that's stupid. You could come up with anything, and like, also it means that like, for some reason, when they bring in Archie and Maxie, um, they bring in the versions that have like zero swag, like just like the crotchety old man Maxie and White Archie, who looks like someone's uncle. He just looks like some like uncle that would like trap you in an awkward conversation at a family gathering. No, it's just a witch. Bunleth didn't invent the concept of. Hold on. I realize this is a two-handed game, and not really one that I can just take one hand off to drink water. I do have to actually stop. Yeah, I don't like that they made it a separate universe. I think that sucks. It's lame. What do you mean there's just a fucked up alternate timeline where Archie's white? What? That's so much worse than it just being a remake where it's like, hey, we improved these designs because they're better. We made these characters have like actual like personality to them and be like memorable and interesting instead of, again, Archie just looking like your weird uncle at a family gathering who like wears a gold chain and tells you about investing. Like, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to sit on the bed. Please, I want to. I have a kick, so I can do that. Oh, it's a note. I want to own a witch hat, but just because I think it'd be good as like, it'd be fun to have that as just an easy costume when I need a costume for some reason, you know? Also, I think I could just rock one. I like hats. I don't know. I'm like, maybe I'm overly harsh about like the original Archie design. I just think he's like so sauceless, even compared to like the old Maxie design. Like, he's like, all of his like the aqua grunts are like, they're still dressed up as like pirates and stuff. They're fun. They have lots of fun outfits and theming and stuff. And then he's just like a guy in like a black shirt with like a chain and a bandana. Like, he's not like, he doesn't look like a pirate. He doesn't look like a diver. He doesn't look like any sort of like themed guy. He's just some dude. Yeah, I don't know if I have the confidence to rock a witch hat casually. I respect it though. I don't think I have like the kind of fits or the general vibes required to pull that off in public without like having an obvious reason for why I'm dressed like that. Ooh, slide. No, I don't have wall cling. I just have to actually go. I'm just like saying words and they don't necessarily correspond to what I'm doing or what I'm thinking. I hope you understand. Saying I just have to actually go or whatever, as though that is somehow... Ah! Fuck. Give. The Dreambreaker is, it's kind of like a giant tonfa, I think. It's kind of the vibe. Oh wait, now I gotta go this way if I want that back. I can get up there, I just need to... Oops. Oh, that works. Not like that. Come on. Bingo. Almost no health, so hopefully I don't get hit by anything in here. I think a tonfa is usually like a small weapon that's kind of like along your arm like this. Like you hold it like this, kind of backhand. Ow! See, I was saying like I hope I don't get hit with anything, and that's exactly what I was thinking of. Yeah, you do hold them differently. Like a club is held like a sword or something, right? Oh, real Dreambreaker, cool. I can change it to something else. Let's do the Master Sword, that'll be fun. Stick with yellow this time, though. Yeller. Ah. Go up here and save real quick. I think they're just kind of their own thing, I don't know. They are definitely bludgeoning weapons. That is the thing, is I wouldn't necessarily be like, oh yeah, they're like equivalent to a fist weapon, because they're not. They're just like their own thing. Like they are kind of inherently an unconventional weapon. Ah! Like, I mean, arguably, I would say size are like could be a little bit more of like a... like a fist weapon in kind of a similar way to like punch daggers. But they're also kind of their own thing, and they're also kind of just knives. So it's like... Oh yeah, chalk rooms are neat. Don't know, I'm coming this way, I can't go there. I feel like this black screen, I can see it on my monitor, I guess, because my contrast is good, but... Ow, I'm in an alcove. Okay, I can't see it as well as I thought I could. I got lost for like half a second. It's okay though. We're back on it. Yeah, I'm not sure if bladed tonfa are really a thing. Because yeah, I think they are largely like a defensive, like a blocking weapon. If any, the way that some fighting game characters use them would probably be like more accurate in the sense that they're like like they're also accompanied by like punches and kicks, I guess. I did. Why is my apartment so warm all of a sudden? This sucks. It's too warm. I got all bundled up in a sweater because it was cold earlier, and now it's not. Curse my furnace actually working. Is there something up here, by the way? I should make note of that. Okay, cool. My furnace actually working and it being actual winter temperatures outside now. Well, not winter temperatures, but it's like below 0 at night, so... Nope, nothing in there. Once again, I get to not fight this boss. A pleasure I take part in frequently. Because you rarely ever have to fight that boss in Rando, I feel like. And even when you do, you don't, because... Come on. Oh my god. Girl, please. There we go. Well, no, but like autumn temperature. I'm also talking about Celsius. I'm in Canada. So below 0 is like 0 is the freezing point. It being below 0 at night, but not during the day, means it's not winter temperatures, because if it was winter, it would be below 0 during the day, and it's not. Oh yeah, there's a dev door. Don't worry about it. If I stayed in there for longer, I could just like see the void. It just skips having to open a door with a key, which I'm only doing because I only have one key and I might need it for something else, like the library. It might have been added during the map update. I'm not sure. I didn't learn about it till after the map update, so I don't know. It was a little sloppy. That's alright though. That was pretty smooth though, for not being able to see what I'm doing. There's technically a workaround to be able to see what you're doing in there. I just was too lazy to do it. You can like throw your weapon and it'll, and then when you pick it up, it'll like emit a light source for some reason. Oh, hell yeah. It's 3 already? Not bad. Sure, whatever. I'll get some health. I need some at least, you know? I can't skip every health upgrade, because I do have to fight a boss at some point. Oh, I got Sunsetter at some point I didn't notice. Cool. Whoa, frightened bunny. Bunny jump scare. Ah! That wasn't what I was trying to do. Do I want to try that again? Maybe. Try something I've literally never done. Whoa. Tiny bunny on the back of whatever that thing is called. I've died again. Yeah. Cool, that's fine. This is where I wanted to be anyway. I have enough moves. I could go do this side area here real quick. I also have a key, which I need. If there's nothing here, I'll just reset my set. Shout out to this place, which is the only place in the whole game that you ever need to crouch. Okay. This could be tricky. I got this though. I believe in me.
Wow, makey or breaky. This is a very tense moment.
If I spun around there, I could definitely do the flip kick. I mean, the crouch does nothing except that it's funny. Ah! My god, I am like so overheating right now. This is really annoying. Yes, did it. Okay. Let's peek through here a little bit. Well, there's a key in there, so zero-sum game. Let's go. See what else we got. Another health upgrade. I'll take it. Actually, technically this was all pointless, so other than the health upgrade, so I'm gonna just leave. There could have been something good in there. There wasn't. Ooh, martial prowess. Hell yeah. That one's good because it makes me hurt everything more. Which is really good for the final boss. Makes it significantly faster. Ah! I wonder how often, like, I just, like, fuck up a move completely, and someone's like, oh, that's probably some sort of, like, momentum conservation technique or some sort of other, like, speed tech. You must know what you're doing. If I just, like, train myself not to react when I fuck up, no one will know. Yeah, in stark contrast to my earlier philosophical musings, it's also good to hurt people more. If they're people that you need to hurt, specifically. Such as an evil princess who shoots orbs at you. I think it's good to be nice to people, but you're also not obligated to be nice to evil princesses who shoot orbs at you. It's never okay to shoot orbs at people when they're literally just being nice. There's no justification for it, you know? Oh, I was a fool. I could have used the height to save myself some time. Oh well. But yeah, you can do that. You die in like 2 hits. It's great. Yeah, that's also an option. I think it's like a cobbled together like suit of armor. I'm not sure. I will hurt those. I just rarely have an excuse or an opportunity to. Yeah, which is almost never. Because even when there is an item in there, I almost always have at least one ability by the time I get into that section of dungeon that... I mean, I guess I have to have slide to get there, right? And so I can just... I can use a slide jump to get over the fight trigger. Hello. Goodbye. Yeah, I need that. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this room. My favorite of the base game outfits. Honestly, professional, really strong. Big fan of professional. Yeah, people kept saying like, oh, just emulate it. And like, I watched one person emulate it and they were, it was not going especially well for them, so I don't know. Yay, did it. You can get up there with so few moves and it's so funny because like playing vanilla, like in the base game, you're like given the expectation that you will need so many. Yeah, I don't know. I like most of the base game outfits. There's like a couple that I'm like kind of on. Like I'm not huge on Soul Sister. I think like Guardian or whatever, like the one that looks kind of like a magical girl or something is like... I'm not that crazy about it. Like it's okay, but I've just like almost never used it. I really love Sleepy Time. Sleepy Time's a banger. There's nothing in here. I should have checked that before I came in, but that's okay. Oh, when did I get Ascendant Light? I wasn't even paying attention. I do like the night one or whatever, like your Soldier, I think it's called. I think that one's alright. I like how bulky it is. Gives me a real like kind of butch vibe that I enjoy. I think it's fun as a bit of contrast to this kind of like usual like sort of slightly skimpy kind of like vibe that Sybil has is like, no, here's like a girl that could knock you over. And I'm gay, so I'm like kind of here for that, you know? That is 4 keys. I need to take a different approach to this. Dreambreaker being the sword is a separate mod. It's the Master Sword, but the model for Ascendant Light is like way too long for some reason. I don't know why. It's just like... Come on. Ah, I've angled that just a little bit better. Yeah, Classy is just a better version of Big Pants, for sure. I do like Classy. Classy's a good one. I think I used that the last time I streamed. I mean, I don't want a girl who could just murder me, but I think it'd be... I think girls who can, like, you know, pick you up and carry you with one arm are pretty cool. I don't personally subscribe to the particular sort of like expressions of gay attraction and stuff that are like I wish you would step on me or crush me or kill me or whatever. I'm like, no. I wish you'd be nice to me. I wish she would kill other people on my behalf. Or in my stead, in my defense. I want her on my side. I don't want the big powerful lady to hurt me. That does nothing for me. I don't know. I think there's appeal and she couldn't kill me, as in she couldn't bring herself to, because that would be mean. I'm like, yay, cool. I don't know. I like characters who are big and nice is the thing about it. Like, I like characters who are very, very powerful, either like physically or like just in terms of like their like abilities or whatever, but they're also nice. I think that's cool. Yeah. I need to... Oh, I have a fucking... When did I get a wall cling? Okay. I gotta pay attention to this shit. I'm picking it up. Like, I don't know. I'm not throwing any shade or anything. I fully understand and respect the folks who are like, I'm into the kind of woman who could snap me in half. It's just, I don't want the woman to snap me in half. It's not that hard. Anyone could snap me in half. I'm kind of a toothpick of a person. Physically and emotionally. Yeah, that makes sense. I just wasn't paying attention. I'm too busy thinking about women who could snap me in half but wouldn't. It's Powerful Women Wednesday. Oh, PseudoRando. Okay, cool. I did not notice that was what I picked up, and then I almost fucked it up because I didn't realize that was the move I was doing. Alright, well, I have so many moves at this point, like... It's either gotta be, like... I'm gonna use this shortcut I never use. You don't get anything out of like buying specific coffees. Like, if you want the benefits of going to cafes in CA, like it doesn't need to be the expensive ones. They do vary in price. And I will also let you know that the screenshot that I got of drinking the Soleil blend or whatever was from a quest where I got given it for free. I did not pay for that, so if you want a funny screenshot of that specifically, you do not need to do that. I do have strike break, but I looked through there and all that was in there was a key, so I don't need it. Ow! Oh, okay, yeah, that's one of the cheap ones then. I mean, you can, it's just, yeah, like, the only benefit of going, like, to a cafe and getting coffee or whatever is just that it's, like, I think it increases your friendship with your Pokemon, with whichever one you have, like, currently out, will, like, chill at the cafe with you. So it's mainly helpful for like Pokemon like the leery that need to get their like happiness up to evolve. As I understand it, at least. Like it's like similar to like I guess you said you haven't really played other Pokemon games, but like a lot of the generations past like in the 3D era, they all have like kind of a gimmick for like hanging out with your Pokemon to boost their friendship or whatever. It's like X and Y had Pokemon and Me, which was like the thing where you can like pet them and play mini games with them and stuff on the bottom screen, and then like I think it was like basically carried over into Sun and Moon, but they made it so that they made it so you give them like beans and stuff. I don't want a frustration max because I love being friends with a bunny. Think about all the things that you can do in this world, and think about how good it would be to be friends with a bunny. Do you understand? Also, frustration's like not that good. Like, it's okay, but it's like, okay. I'm gonna YOLO the tower again. I'm pretty sure Silver from Gold and Silver loves his Pokemon. That's like a whole thing, is the fact that he has a Crobat, which is a Pokemon that only evolves via friendship. It's like explicitly like using the game mechanics to prove that like Silver's like a good trainer and cares about his Pokemon. Because he has a Pokemon that you couldn't have if you didn't. Yeah, it's like actively very difficult to keep your friendship zeroed. Like the character in the series who is an edgelord and hates his Pokemon and I think actually does use frustration at max power is Getsus in Gen 5, who, yeah, like he has a Hydreigon that is, if I recall, it can use frustration at max power. It fucking hates him. And also notably, it is a Hydreigon at a lower level than it's supposed to evolve, I think, if I recall correctly. Implying that he like basically forced it to prematurely in his like pursuit for like raw power over everything else. So yeah, that's your guy. Silver's a good person. He just had a really shitty childhood. Oh no. Oh no, that's so sad. Alright, there are technically hints up here. I never know what they are because I don't remember where I found the keys in the first place. Ascendant Light normally is an underbelly, got that one. Cool Moon Room in Castle Sansa, did that. Note next to the egg nest in Lys's library. I haven't gone to the library in this run. That's what I'm missing. Oh, for once the hints are actually helpful. To the library. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Cool Moon Room it's like on the way to like the passage between Keep and between Keep and Theater. There's like this room that has like a weird like kind of like, yeah, like green, like it's like an alcove room that has like a green like meteor texture. I don't know why it's the Cool Moon Room specifically that they call it that in the hints, but that's what it is. I already found a key there, so. I do love being in like late seed though and like just zipping around like I know exactly where I need to go and I'm just like cruising across the map at max speed. It's fun. Okay, where is the egg normally? Would that be here? More places should have a Cool Moon Room. Oh my god, you know I just realized? If I wanted, I could have like those like glow in the dark like star and moon little like those little plastic bits you like those doodads that you can like stick on your walls and ceiling. I could just put those in my apartment if I wanted. No one can stop me. I'm just thinking about that now. Anyways, I'm hayriding. Hey, there we go. Oh, that's where the eggs are, because they're in the little pen. Okay. I understand now. Oh, hey, come out. Yeah. I don't think we're playing like maximally efficient or speedy tonight, to be honest, but I'm also not sure I'm feeling that, so it's okay. We're just here chilling. I just wanted to hang out. And the call I was in ended. And I didn't want to keep drawing. I didn't really want to keep playing Pokemon tonight. So I'm like, I'll do this. Because I wanted to do a midweek stream at some point. White fudge Oreo to my success. I don't think I've ever had that. Sounds good though. Yeah, I have no idea either. Whoa, silly bunny. A little bit of tongue there, I think. I really can't stress enough the backflip is like it is a very easy thing to control. Like it's just that. You just crouch and press A in midair. Same way that you would do a backflip on the ground, which is also a thing, but it's just mostly useless, so I don't do it. It has like a specific property that can be used to cheese very specific strats occasionally, because it makes you really floaty, so you can like pair it with certain other things to like cheese the gravity of the game. Ah, okay. I have seen those. I've never had one. Oh, yeah, those are a little harder. These? They are a lot easier. Okay, yeah, it's an ultra. And there's a slide mini ultra. The mini ultras are blue. Also, I forgot to say last time, if you don't want to see the final boss of this game, wait until you hear the title theme again. That'll be safe to look again, I guess, but I don't know. I feel like people don't care at this point. I always skip through the ending text anyway, which is the part of it that's like particularly interesting from a like spoiler standpoint, I guess. Oh no, that's gonna hurt me so bad. It looks so cool, it's gonna hurt me so bad. And I really sure did come into this particular fight with only 4 HP, so that'll be interesting. I don't even have my like untextured rectangle. Although I don't think I have indignation either, so don't know if that matters. Do have martial prowess though, so I just hit harder all the time anyway, which yeah, like already halfway. It's much faster than last time. Ha, slid underneath it. Oh, I should really heal. Ah, did it. Oh yeah, that clothing store is really good. All the clothing stores in that area, make note of where that is. If you want like really colorful clothing, that little like section of boutiques there has all of the stuff that's like taffy pink and sky blue and like they got like the highlighter yellow green and like all those fun colors. Lots of purple stuff. I think that's also where you can get the funky jumpsuits that I really like that make me look like give me some kind of like Sigourney Weaver vibes. Oh yeah, you just have to like it helps to uh, own like a pair of shorts that you can like exit out of a shop and switch to real quick so that you can like actually see all the socks if you're trying to buy socks or leggings at all. And then just change back out of them when you're done buying those. All right, I am generating another seed. I also have normalize again. Yippee. All right, now I played it 130 times. There we go. Oh. All right, what are we doing this time? I'm kind of feeling the receptionist again. I dug that vibe last time. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Wow, it's like almost the vanilla starting point. And if there isn't a vanilla Dreambreaker in one of these two rooms, then... yeah, it's like the receptionist costume. I think. There was another one that was also included with it that I didn't like nearly as much. It has like a blue jacket and stuff, and it was just like, and there's like cutouts on the leggings, and it was just like, it's very like noisy, I guess. I really like the orange on this, and I think I commented before, like I also really like the slightly more like kind of like orange or like cream tinted sort of like look to the horns and like yellow accents. Okay, ascendant light, can't do anything with that, but that's good to know that's here. I do need a weapon, but when I have a weapon, I can come back for that. Ooh, it's a pretty good first room. All right. Also, Zithiel, to like clarify with the kind of like slide jumps and solar wind jump stuff. Oh, the what, Bunny? Bunny doesn't know what the fuck is going on. Like the input for that is basically like, you know, in Mario 64 when you can do like the kind of like you run in one direction and then like kind of skid and do like a side flip or whatever. You can do it in like I guess 64, Sunshine, Galaxy, all of those I think. But yeah, that move. You basically do that when you are hitting the ground after a solar wind, or when you're moving at high speed, or like if you like double tap, like A, like once will cancel a slide, and the second time you can use that as a jump input if you like flick back. That's like the harder bit. Like it's the one that I'm always failing. I have to try multiple times to do a slide jump. But that's what that is. The true ultra, the one that like is like a fun color, like by default it's yellow instead of blue is like the weak one. Like the true ultra I feel like is actually easier to do because that's when you have solar wind, and so you just kind of launch in a direction and then flick back as you hit the ground, and you will go flying very, very far, and it's good. Shipping Brain is shaking Sybil around like a plush in one of those plush videos. I mean, I have that option too. Where is she? There she is. And her ledge grabbing is really fucked because she is too short. But her hitboxes are still the same. It's very weird. I don't like using it other than as a joke. It's really good though. I don't know. I've never really thought about shipping Sybil with anyone. She's kind of just like in this game by herself with a bunch of weird monsters and tiny goats. She just kind of is. Nui. Like, I guess there's the princess, but you are also beating the shit out of the princess, so. It's kind of implied that, in fact, you are beating the shit out of the princess to, like, wake someone up from a nightmare themed around the princess and her, like, big shitty castle that represents how, like, highly she thinks of herself. Oh my god, we're about to get a 4th key in 5 minutes. Holy shit. This might be a good seed. Hold on now. People assume that. I don't think so though, because like the text at the end, if I can just like spoil it after like not after going out of my way to skip past it, like the person that you're talking to who you woke up, like talks about like her, like they after you beat the princess, they say some stuff about like she's really not that like she's not that bad of a person, like. And like talking about like kind of implying that like the version of the princess that you fought is like sort of tainted by bad memories or something like that. Like it's okay. I have actual moves. I can get out of it this time. So my understanding is that like the person that you are waking up from this dream is like having a nightmare about whoever the princess represents. Or sort of like centered around her. Like even the title of the game, like Pseudoregalia, it's this idea of like sort of like riches and grandeur and stuff that just kind of have no substance to them. Like the description of the game on Steam refers to it as like a like escape from a rotten dream or something like that. Like I don't have any moves that'll actually get me up there. Damn, I gotta go this way. So my understanding of it, at least after playing it a few times, cough cough, is yeah, that it's like kind of the entire castle and all the servants and stuff like that, and how it's like pretty but also like sucks, is supposed to kind of like represent a person who has like an outward like an outward appearance and like carrying themselves of like being like very like important and like catered to. And the whole place is full of this fucking like fucked up miasma or whatever that kills you. No, I didn't catch the crossover thing you mentioned. Oh, I see. Oh, Hannah from Lunasis. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. I played these like around the same time too. Actually, I think I played like a lot of games about little creatures going through dreams. Hannah's so small. I'm thinking about Hannah now, and I'm like, she's so small. I think Hannah from Lunasis and Plushy Sybil should cast specifically. I mean, alternatively, yeah, it's like Sybil can just pick her up and carry her around, but I should play Lunasis again. The thing is, like, every time I think about like, oh, I should play Lunasis again, I'm like, nah, wait, I'll wait until the update comes out. I know she's working on it. I do keep up to date with it occasionally. I'm excited for whenever it happens. The new, like, the level select menu looks so pretty. So carrying hand in her purse. Oh, that one skin that's like Sybil with Klonoa in like a little, like one of those little like baby carrier things on the front, like the front backpack for a baby. But it's just she just carries her girlfriend around like that. Life could be dream. I have 4 keys and I still haven't found a weapon. This is probably a problem. I think I may have gone out of logic somehow. Fancy that. Keep pausing because I gotta check what moves I have again. I can't see what's up there and I don't think I'm going to be able to. I don't have any moves that can break this wall either. Why am I here? Like, why did I even come in here? Yeah. I've mentioned this many times because I've played this so many times, but the thing that got me to like play this game a second time and then a third on the randomizer and then like, 100 odd times more, like the reason that I went back to it after initially beating it on stream was literally just that like I kept thinking about the music. Like specifically I had the just like the music and the atmosphere of the library bouncing around in my head. And I was like, oh, I want to play more of that. I'm going to go 100% it, like get all the collectibles. And then upon doing that, I was like, well, like being thorough like that, it's going to be mildly annoying. Hold on. Ah! This is fine. Yeah, like I 100%ed it, then I went back and I was like, I want to see if I can like how quickly I can get through it if I like sequence break now that I know my way around. And so I did. So the first time like 100%ing it took me like I think like 8 hours total, like 5 hours to just beat it and then 8 hours total to like track down absolutely everything, get all the health pickups and stuff and all the secondary abilities. And then the second playthrough where I like did some sequence breaking took like, come on, work with me here. All right, fine, I don't need this, it's fine. Man, I really just have no abilities. This sucks. I got like such a good seed for keys and then like nothing else. Yeah, second run was like 2.5 hours, I think. And then I found the randomizer, and that also took me like 2.5 hours. And then I just sort of gradually... Oh. did more and more randomizers and got faster and faster and more optimal, and like yeah, at a certain point I made it so like I kind of like plateaued. Like I hit a point where like the average I could hit was like 45 minutes. And like anything beyond that, like anything better than that, feels like it's just sort of like can be chalked up to RNG more than anything. Am I doing this? The plane. Ooh. Yay. Yay, I learned empathy. Wait, who's Bunbert? What happened? Am I missing something? Bunbert is like if Dilbert was woke. In a parallel world where Scott Adams isn't, and I just sort of gesture broadly like that, there might be a Bunbert, imagine. Gotta figure out what I'm missing in terms of where all the damn items are. Because I have one kick and one wall cling, and that's not really getting me anywhere right now. There has to be like a sphere 0 check I've missed or something. I have some aspects, just not useful ones. Alright, I now have 2 kicks. Yippee. I checked this hallway already. This is the problem with doing multiple runs back to back. I did. Yep, okay. I think there's a health pickup back here. I can get into the library if I go get Dream Faker from a save point, which I could have done in the direction I already was, and I don't know why I walked all the way around. I was just kind of thinking as I walked. Also, I'm not sure how many of these I'm going to do tonight. I know I did like a stream where I did like 6 of them once or something crazy like that, but I did just want to do like a quick little thing and hang out for a bit, so I don't know. Yeah, there's extra HP upgrade that doesn't like, it can't create like a full ring. Technically it means you could like, in theory, like 100% the game without like having to get absolutely everything. Some games do that, but I don't think that was the idea. That is kind of neat. Yeah, I guess, yeah, like sun and moon stuff. I think the other reason that I'm like not particularly inclined to like not that I don't think anyone else should do it, but I think the reason I'm just like not particularly inclined to get like very invested in any sort of like shipping potential with honestly either of those characters, but particularly Sybil, is that like she doesn't really have much of like an established personality, I guess. Like, this isn't an especially narrative-driven game. She never has any dialogue. There isn't really a lot that like kind of characterizes her. Like she has some stuff she says at the very beginning, I think, and that's it. And kind of the only like vibe you get from that is that she's like very serious. Come on. Here we go, we've broken into the library. You can do this in real life too, but watch out. Oh yeah, there is stuff in the library, you're right. Like you can read stuff. I forgot about that. That stuff is neat. You can open doors with this, by the way. Fun fact. Now you know. I don't need a real weapon, I can just kick things. Alright, what do we got? Clear mine. Oh hey, I got untextured rectangle. Sybil is literate. Canon. This girl can read. Okay. It's kind of fun. I do like that. Like, realistically, I've never needed an excuse to headcanon a character as transgender if I want to. An image of like putting a medal on someone, or putting on, oh no, it's putting the scout badge in the movie Up. It's like I give you my like the highest honor I can bestow. And it's like I like this character, so I decided they're transgender. Ah! How did I fuck that up? I was like not paying attention. Exactly, yeah. Like unless they have like a compelling reason where they're like gender at like birth is like established in canon, or like because like they were shown as like a baby or something, or otherwise there's like something like strongly thematic that like matters to that in some way. I'm usually just kind of down for it. Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily take like a it's impossible, so you may as well anyway kind of approach. I mean, if that works for you, then great. But like, I think also like the more you talk while having goals about how you want to sound and be perceived, that is like kind of the biggest impetus for changing how you sound, I guess, and are perceived, because it's a lot of it's like practice. Like, I didn't actually like look into like the proper like tutorials and resources and stuff for voice training until like a year ago, at which point I realized like I was just kind of doing a bunch of it instinctively in the process of like just kind of passively trying to sound a little more like gentle, I guess. Ah. I don't know if I can do this. Maybe, but... Aha! Gaming. Yeah. I mean, failing that, the actual exercises are helpful. I'm just saying, like, you know, practice does help. It is like a... Because it is like a muscle thing, right? Like you expand, like, even when people who aren't like trans are like trying to like get into like voice acting or singing or things like that, like they are just like literally just like muscles that you train over time to expand your vocal range. And the part of voice training that I think is like particularly notable for me, like the part that I would be interested in doing if I ever get around to just being a little more regimented with it, is like the parts where like it kind of becomes your instinct to speak a certain way, I guess. Changing your habits, I guess. Otherwise, it's like, yeah, I can do a voice, but it feels like I am putting on a voice instead of it being like just kind of the natural tone I slip into when I talk to people. Yeah. That too. I mean, yeah. Works either way. My point was mostly just that, like, if that is something that you care about or are interested in, like, it doesn't have to be, like, super regimented. If you just talk a lot, then, like, you can occasionally make a little effort to, like, shift it very slightly, and it can be a gradual thing. Like, it's really funny to listen to, like, it's, a lot of what actually helped me was, like, hearing myself back, like, what I sound like, because I started streaming a lot, and so, like, I had, like, VODs, and it was like, oh, I can, like, go listen back to this afterwards and kind of tell when things were working, and it kind of helped, like, shape my goals in a particular direction, because it's hard to conceptualize what you want to sound like, I guess, when you can't hear yourself doing it. You can't tell what works. I know one person always recommends, like, having, like a low latency microphone and, like, turning on, like, monitoring so you can, like, hear yourself back in your ear as you talk. That doesn't work for me. I find that that's, like, really disorienting. I just, like, lose my ability to, like, process thoughts or what I'm saying if, like, I'm hearing myself talk back at myself at the same time. But I cannot believe I haven't found a weapon yet. Like, where are all the abilities? What is going on? I checked the entire library. I need to go to theater. Yeah, the game thinks I don't need them, and also, like, doesn't want to, I don't know. I don't know why I grabbed the Dream Faker. I'm just going in here anyway, it doesn't matter. I don't know. Ultimately, I think the other thing that, like, really helps more than anything with liking the sound of your own voice is to find other people who like the sound of your own voice, who make you feel comfortable, and like and especially if it's like if you're trying to change it in some way, then like people who can give you feedback on it, I guess. So like, I feel like the Dreambreaker's got to be somewhere like incredibly obvious, right? Like, definitely. Yeah, like, I don't know, like, that was kind of, like, why streaming was so helpful for me in terms of figuring out what my goals were and doing something about them, was, like, just as I put in, like, a small amount of effort that was, like, barely noticeable to me, people would, like, remark on it. I'd be like, oh, yay, I feel nice. And then I would, like, be encouraged to keep working on it. And, like, over the course of years, it's like, if I go listen to, like, a stream VOD, oh my god, I had a feeling, I'm like, I wonder if it's here. Please. Please? Oh my god. You can't be here doing that. Leave me alone? Oh my god, I died. Where did I save? Okay. Everything's hurting me so much. I forgot about the statues in there when I walked in there so boldly. Well, I can't go above because I don't have like a flip or a dream breaker, which are like the two things that would facilitate that. Oh my god, please stop hitting me! Fucking hell. I can't heal because it's not a real dream breaker, so that button doesn't do anything. Cool. Okay, this is hell. Because yeah, I'd love to go from above. I can't. I can't get up over the wall. You kind of can, but the wall is like tall enough that you still kind of need like either like you still kind of need strike break. I might be able to cheese it, but it's like I only have like 2 clings and 2 kicks. There's really not a lot I can do with that. So I'm trying to get on here. Except I can't fucking see anything. There we go. Okay, we're up. What is it? That's what I fucking thought. Alright, everyone die now. That's what I thought. I'm making it a sword. I'm making it a buster sword. Fuck you. This is my paper cutter. Welcome to the office. I think where I want to go from here. Top of the tower would be nice. I know I can get Ascendant Light in the dungeon. I don't think there's anything else in dungeon, so I don't know if I care. This might be slightly annoying with only kicks, but... Oh, okay. Can reach that, it's just a little too early. Sorry, that was like legitimate... Oh my god. That was legitimately like some of the most frustrated I've gotten with this game in a really long time. Like, not since the time when I got like a 1 in a million bad seed. And had to do like the Soul Cutter hallway without Soul Cutter. I goofed up again. That was weird, I've never really been in that situation. There we go. It's a little tiny lip of a wall that you can kick off of. Nothing up there, cool, I didn't want to go over there anyway. And I have ring gems, so this room will be easy. I can't believe I got the first 4 keys in like 4.5 minutes and this happened. It's ridiculous. And there is what appears to be a key. Okay, I don't need that. Well, it's a good thing I can poke through and see that I don't need that, because I can't have it. I want to see a cool trick for... cool trick for getting this thing without having Sunsetter. You just use one of the lower ones and then kind of use them as stairs to climb the walls. Yippee. Well, it's not a key refund if I don't have a key in the first place, so I gotta cheat instead. Through. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, we found all the fucking items and we're in go mode. I didn't even see what move that was. What do we got? Cling Gem, Strike Break, and Slide. Alright, let's make this orange because it's cool. Actually, it might be faster. No, it wouldn't. Okay. I was trying to think what the fastest way to exit is. This is a terrible place to find the last key, but oh well. Yeah, well, I did ask where all the stuff was, and now we know. Cool, just want to check that, because it's like 2 extra seconds. Yeah. I'm just annoyed, because I got all the other keys in the first 4 minutes or so. And then, like, literally no weapons, could not find, like, or no items, couldn't find anything. No Sunsetter, no Dreambreaker. Guess I can just see if this is anything. It's not. I mean, it's health, but I'm good. I do have, like, all the regular aspects, which is really funny. Like, I have martial prowess, so, like, we're good there. Not worried about being able to fight the boss. As long as I have indignation or martial prowess. Like, having both is great, but as long as I have one of those. Ideally, martial prowess, I think, is better. I can handle the boss just fine. That was cool. Not what I was trying to do, and that's why it didn't get me anywhere, but that was cool. I guess maybe part of the reason that I occasionally get seeds like this is that I am playing on, like, I have, like, expert or intense, like, difficulty setting, I think. So it does expect me to do things out of, like, weird logic. Oh, yeah, no, catching EVs in ZA is weirdly really annoying. They're, like, strangely, like, their catch rate is garbage. They're, like, very insistent on not being caught, and they're also really weak. Like, they only seem to spawn at, like, level 15 or something. So if you try and knock them out to make them easier to catch, then the ball fails, and you, oh, whoops. Okay. Forgot I didn't have Sunsetter. There we go. See, because the thing is, when I was talking about not being able to get up here before, like, you can, like, if you have an actual Dreambreaker, you can slash it to, like, cancel when you kick towards a wall, so that you don't kick away from it again. So you can use the kicks to, like, effectively gain height. Or if you have Sunsetter, obviously, you can do the backflip as intended. I could do neither of those things because I only had kicks and clings. But yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about not being able to catch an EV. It may take a while. I never did go back for Ascendant Light. That's too bad. There we go. Gaming. that was like several perfect slide jumps in a row. We take those. And oh my god, please don't fall off. Girl, just jump. Jump and grab the ledge. You don't need to kick. It's okay. I know they're all the same button and it's scary, but this is very straightforward. It's true. Come on. The kicks you in the face attack. That was like in 3D. It was immersive. The people who do want women to step on them and kick them and stuff. I got you covered, don't worry. Apparently. Accidentally. I'm not going to do that, but I can make Sybil do that through the power of video game. It's emergent gameplay. But like gameplay spelled like G-A-Y, yeah? Is this anything? I still don't have Sunsetter. There we go. Problem solved. I don't need moves. The beauty of randomizer is realizing how like you just never actually need moves. You can do anything if you just learn how to play the game real good. Like the improvisational like movement stuff in this game is really like the highlight of it for me, I think. It's what's really where it really shines. Hello. With lots of other letters. Okay, reminder again, if you don't want to see the final boss of this game, you can just like look away and I will say something. Oh my god, I got dust in my throat from this dang room. I'll say something when I'm like out of it. And also you'll hear the title theme, so that's the other indicator. I love that the slide works as an effective dodge. It's so good. Wait, what do you play with Entrance Rando? This game doesn't have Entrance Rando, does it? Yeah, the game does shine with the goat woman, but also like it can shine without her. You can play mods that make you like a funny robot or something. Or Hatsune Miku, and the game still kicks ass, so it says a lot about society, I think. Damn it. Okay. I gotta consume my my untextured rectangle. Is there a game that doesn't shine if you're Miku? Yeah, Crypt of the Necrodancer. It fucking sucks. Okay, well, I should clarify. Game is still good, and like playing as Miku is adorable, like visually. And like the Miku music that they did, like the couple of like custom tracks that they did. Like, oh my god, getting like Danny Baranowski to do Miku tracks is like heaven. Like most of it's just kind of regular Miku music. It doesn't fit that well. But there's like just the level like 1-1 theme is so damn good in that DLC. Oh, I won. I didn't even notice. But yeah, Miku's like control gimmicks in that game are nightmarish. They're quite awful. It's you can like move diagonally, which is not a thing that the controls feel like they're meant to do. And you also can't use shovels. You can only break walls by like using like your like limited ammo like AoE attack. Or like dashing through a line of enemies. It's just like very unintuitive, and also you like take damage if you miss a beat, I'm pretty sure. All right, do I want to do one more? I'm trying to think. It's like 3:45. I think I can do one more. I'm gonna do one more. Normalize. Reset my timer. Generate a new seed. Cookie. Just to this cookie, which I've also had as like a Discord emote for years ever since I made it, which is why I had it. I just looked for like a funny PNG on my computer. That was my art. And I just used it as the placeholder thing, but like the only place it's gotten any mileage is when I stream this game, and so you see the cookie in the background. All right, what's the final outfit for the night? Oh, it's dark in here. I can't see them. I mean, there is Miku. I don't really want to play as Miku, but you can. It's an option. I'll do the professional outfit. I was talking about that one earlier. I like this one a lot. Or classy. Classy's also good. Yeah, I like professional. Let's do it. Okay. 3, 2, 1. The Jordans are very funny. I love the Jordans one. I wish there was one that was like Jordans, but she had like some like shorts on or something like it was like kind of like complete like the kind of like jogger look, like some jorts or some. Ah, shit. Okay, hold on. Where's my timer? We're just gonna start the run like this. I see. Okay. And if I could see my damn mouse on my screen, because the problem with sitting back to try and like improve my posture is that I'm even further from my screen, so this is going to be even harder than usual. I've now upped the ante technically in regards to goggles off gameplay. Okay, and go. Yeah, I can't see shit. Awesome. Okay. But my hands will hurt less, and that's what's important. Okay, I have no items, right? I just started a run. I realize I'm asking questions as though anyone can respond to me, and I obviously can't see shit, so. Anyway, looking at shapes and colors. That looks like a pink shape, so I think that's health. Heal. If you say it wrong. That's a green thing, though. I do want that. That looks like a lot of words. I think that's heliacal power. Can I kick? Yes. Good. Okay. Not a lot of words, I guess, but like a long word. Damn. Didn't quite get the ledge grab on that one. Oh well. I've detected a flaw in this plan. I don't think I can get over there even from here. Go like that. Oh, I think that could work. Getting the timing right on this is going to be slightly annoying. Oh, that works too. That's way easier. Okay, never mind. I can't see the bunny. I hope it's good. You have to appreciate the bunny for me in my stead. Avenge me. Avenge me in my time of terrible need after this horrible, terrible thing that has been thrust upon me. Ignoring the fact that it is an option that I specifically, explicitly set up of my own free will that people could do to me. Woe is me, etc., etc. Oh, hello. You're like shooting rocks at me through the walls. Stop doing that, please. So pretty, please. Have a little nice to me. Let's see if I can do a parallel wall kick when I can't fucking see things. Imagine if that had been first try. There we go. Second try is pretty good still. Maybe I am underselling myself. I'm doing all this shit like blind. Like I'm playing this game at like, it's not even like 240p. It is whatever like the resolution of like a really old like Nokia brick phone or something that like can barely play video files at all is like what my eyes are basically doing to me here. It's like that with like a binary or like a bilinear filter on it, so it's blurry. I wish there was a way to like properly replicate like what having my glasses off to play a game does to my vision, so I could like show you what I mean. It's a very specific kind of blurring where it's not like just straight blurring, it is like ooh, key. Instinctively threw that because if you're holding the fake dream breaker when you pick up a green or white item, it does disappear from your hand. Ooh. Is that Sunsetter? Yeah, okay. Cool, I technically have an attack in Logic now. This technically does a tiny amount of damage. So you can smash down like walls and stuff if you sit there for like forever and hit it like 20 times. Funny behavior in a way, really. Kind of like thumping. Bouncing. Beansy bouncy. What is, I can't see. Is it cling jump? Yeah. No. Indignation. Okay. Oh, this is gonna be bad. I can't see shit in here anyways. I mean, I guess that is probably fine, actually, in that case. If I can't see anyways, then, like, it being blurry doesn't matter. But I will put my glasses on anyways. Just in case. Alright, get this off my screen. Wait, so who did the goggles off? Oh, it was a drain. Okay, I'll have on showing people bunnies for like 3.5 streams for this. Yeah. Warranted, though. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Unfortunately, I don't know where in this place I am. Anyways, I hope... Oh, it's a green thing. Ooh, maybe. I only have one kick. I can't get up there. Oh, that doesn't matter to me then. Nice. I'm still not sure if I've actually successfully caught an Eevee. I think I might have caught one. And like at some point I want to go for Pokedex completion because I think that's fun in the Legends games. Like it's actually enjoyable. But that means I am going to have to get more Eevees. Alright, so this is now in Logic, but I have to do this. I should be counting. Morning. It should be on the Nexus. You might need to be logged in. Sometimes like stuff doesn't show up if you're not logged in. I don't know, like some of the stuff is like there's some mods that are like technically filed under like they're part of a larger mod that has like a bunch of outfits in it, and like some of them are like skimpy, and so it's like filed under like sexualized or whatever as like a tag, which means you have to be logged in and like have those enabled to show. Like a few of my skins are that, but I think that's what the waitress maid one is technically. It's like a less skimpy version of a skimpy one. But, wait, that was cling gem. What am I doing? I can just get out of here. But, yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't be able to find the Heartless or the Sweater alts or whatever. They should just be on the Nexus. They're, like, recent, too. Or at least the... At least the Sweaters are. I think the Heartless one is older, but... Boing. Boing. Ah, completely the wrong direction. Yeah. You might be able to just, like, if you're searching by, like, updated, it might not be showing up. So you might have to, like, search by, like, category or something. Some of them might have also gotten taken down, or, like... I'm pretty sure the Sweaters were on there. There's, like, a few of them that I've gotten, like, specifically from the, What am I doing? There's a few of them that I've gotten from the Discord that weren't, like, uploaded anywhere publicly. But not a lot of them. It's mainly where I've got, like, some of the weapon mods. I think that's where I got the Master Sword. Ooh, key. Second one. There's nothing here. Yeah, when in doubt, if there's a mod that I have that you can't find, there's a good chance that it is just in the, like, outfit modding channel of the Discord. But I don't think anything's been uploaded there in, like, quite a while, so I don't think the Sweaters are from there. Also, hi. I also love this game, as evidenced by the fact that I think this is my 132nd time playing it. God, I hope I love it. Otherwise I have, like, some kind of problem. Sick of it being dark. I'm turning the lights on. I don't need it, but I want it. Yeah. I mean, yeah, most of those have been the randomizer. It's very replayable. Like, I've explained this before, but the main reason I played this so much is because, like, I got good at the randomizer to the point where, like, I could pretty consistently, like, unless it was a really bad seed, I can always finish it in, like 40 minutes or so on average. And so, like, I just got good at the routing and the movement and stuff like that. And so it became a game that I would do as, like, a warm-up. Before starting work, because it's like, I have the urge to, like, I want to play a video game before I start working. But I don't want to play something that I'm going to get, like, sucked into and not be able to stop because I'm having fun. So I'm like, oh, well, this has, like, a pretty, like, set, like, amount of time that it usually takes. So I will play the game for, like, 30 minutes to an hour and then be done, and I can just start my work. And that usually works pretty okay as a means of getting me to, like, switch gears despite my ADHD struggles, you know? And so in the process, I just got pretty good at it, I guess, and played it a lot. And now, like, a year and a half later or whatever, it's closer to 2 years, but a considerable amount of time later, I have, well, no, actually, I guess Wait, I see my mistake. Okay, hold on. I played this like shortly after I moved into this house, I think. So, coming up on 2 years, I guess. And I really don't have any abilities that'll get me over there, huh? That'll do it. It's really hard to see where that wall is. And that's gone. Oh, it's not gone. Cool. E. The main thing about doing damage with the Sunsetter is that, like, not only is it really weak, but the hitbox for it is really, really tiny. Like, it's just barely, like, around kind of where, like, her fist is. Like, it's basically, like, this, like, smaller than your shadow. And so, trying to kill enemies with it is a nightmare. You don't want to be doing that. Like, if you end up in a logic situation where it expects you to do that, you're just, like, going to have a bad time. Doing 2 instances at the same time, archipelago with the same archipelago roll with Deathlink. That's kind of nifty. I really need to mess with archipelago at some point. I just like haven't really had the motivation to try anything particular with it. I don't hang around quite enough people who like routinely play randomizers that I could be like, hey, do you have a game that you're like confident enough in that like you could stack up to play that again alongside me playing like Zelda or maybe this, but like this still doesn't have a this only has archipelago support for the release version, not the map update. And I am very used to the map update. Not even because I need the map, just because like the other things that were changed in regards to like movement and momentum. And like slightly changing the position of a few things and stuff. Also the map room itself, which has like 2 items in it. I think there's like technically a way to there's technically a way to play like the map update, but you have to do like some weird shit with it to make it work, and it like that isn't fully compatible. Like, you just have to turn off the checks that are relevant, or else it like crashes. Something like that. I don't know. I don't really understand it. Hello. I guess I can go over there. Not ideal, but I could. Yeah, interesting. I don't know. I may have to look into it at some point, but like I said, I still just haven't really had like no one's ever really like expressed interest in making like concrete plans to try and do some sort of archipelago thing. I think it'd be fun to do like asynchronous with like something like Ocarina of Time. Like, that's a game that I know inside out, but like also I'd be fine with like playing it in like bits and pieces as like other people get around to playing their various games. Ah, shit. I picked up the order of things. Foolish of me. God, this song is so good. Ah! Fuck. I got Zelda-tude. Never feels good to be Zelda-tude. Yeah, I also don't know how to do it. That is the other thing. Like, I could be an initiator if I knew how. That being said, I'm also rarely the initiator of doing any kind of multiplayer gaming, because I rarely do any kind of multiplayer gaming because, like, somehow against all odds with my fake-ass job that is a joke, where I work for myself and decide exactly how busy I am, and the only thing that actually makes me busy is my sense of responsibility. I am often the only person in any given like group chat who is currently actively employed and therefore has like responsibilities and can't just like drop everything to play video games all day. Not every group chat, but a lot of them. It happens a lot, at least. So it's like I'm very rarely someone who is like getting involved with multiplayer things, let alone being the one who's like, hey, let's all play a multiplayer thing. I kind of used to be sometimes. I miss it. It's kind of why I like suffered a little bit through the particular like. There we go. Through, like the peak of hey, cool. Giving you a. Where's the Keyblade one? Yeah, you can have that one. I suffered through a lot of the era of like kind of like mid-COVID like co-op games, you know? Like all of the... Actually, I'm struggling to think of whether... I guess they weren't really mid-COVID. It was like kind of like more in like the past few years. Like the kind of like the co-op, like get three friends together and play a four-player co-op thing, but it's all like half of them are horror games, so that was already like a problem. I'm like, I'm not gonna play this, and I'm not gonna sit in a call with people who are fucking playing like Lethal Company or whatever. Like, it's simply like not tenable. A lot of these ones where you're kind of expected to have like proximity voice chat in game, so like you can't also be in a call with people while you're doing that. It just doesn't work. People try, and it's just like, this sucks for me so bad. I don't think you understand. But like, I don't know, a lot of those games. The only one that I've actually even tried is I did finally play Peak like twice. I like Peak. Peak's neat. I wouldn't mind playing Peak again at some point if I ever get around to it. Played it at my sister's place, and then I also played it like immediately after getting home from my sister's place at Thanksgiving. Because one of my friends was like, hey, do you want to play this? And I'm like, yeah, I'll be home at this time. It'll like just barely line up with your time zone that like we can play for a bit. But those are the only two times I played it. It was like me and my sister where I just like borrowed her husband's computer. He had to go to bed early because he works for the railroad, so he had to be up early. But yeah, I don't know. I just don't. I tend to not get into a lot of those like very like co-op centric games because it is very much like you got to get a bunch of people together who can just like play at the drop of a hat, you know? And I am not that because I can't be spontaneous in that way, or all of my like scheduling and productivity goes to shit. Like I need to plan around things, or else like a disruption will just like if my plans change, it just throws off my whole day. It's some sort of like horrible mix of ADHD and autism cocktail, like where I can't really work with spontaneity if I want to also be. If I wanted to have fun, then sure, but if I want to also like be able to get anything done or maintain a schedule, then it doesn't work. So makes a lot of those things hard for me. And then yeah, also like a lot of them are just genres of things I don't care about. Like I don't want to play Helldivers. I don't want to play a horror game. Insert third example here. It's been 1 week since I looked at fun. Sorry, that was like my very half-assed attempt at Bare Naked Ladies for your watch streak. It's a good bit. I'm sorry if I did not do it justice. Is Left 4 Dead 2 a horror game? Yes. Yes, it is. Anyone who tells you it isn't is desensitized to zombies and violence. It's a fucking scary game. It's a scary fucking game where zombies hoard you endlessly and try to kill you. It's a horror game. Well, that bunny's so small and shaped like a pill. I can't play Left 4 Dead 2. That's one where people are like, "Oh, you should hop on this," and I'm like, one, I'm not a Valve person. I have zero interest in Atlas. A lot of people asked me about it when it first came out, and I'm like, no, I'm good. I have a handful of reasons why I have no interest in it that are not really worth getting into, but suffice it to say, I have no interest in it. Oh, this is the moon room, by the way, if you're wondering. There's two of these. There's one here, and then there's one in Keep. Oh, bunny tree. That's where the bunnies grow. Yeah. I've been getting, like, slightly more desensitized to horror stuff. Like, I have been, like, joining a lot of movie nights where, like, a lot of the offerings are, like, some variation of horror, but, like, I don't know, I can't handle, I really don't like... Yeah, good night, Turbo Rider. I think people have done the opposite of that. I think someone did put Mario 64 in this. Maybe? I'm not sure. They might have... I think someone might have made a Mario Sunshine, like, level mod for this. Like, custom level. Yep, there's a breakable wall there. Everyone who plays Rando learns about that wall because eventually you get a seed where something important is in there, and you're like, fuck, I've checked everywhere. And you look at this the spoiler log, and it says that the key or whatever that you need is, like, in the room where the goatling is, like, about to jump into the haze. And that is because normally in that room it is an Easter egg, but there's a hidden wall there. It's, like, barely noticeable. And you can break it, and inside there's just a hole in the ground that, like, leads into this, like, purple haze stuff that kills you. And oh hey, fourth key. And there's a little goatling in there that's like, oh, thank goodness you broke the wall open. I thought I was about to have to jump into the haze. I thank you. I missed my opportunity to use it as a Halloween stream, but that's okay. I really like doing goatling shuffling. I highly recommend just shuffling everything except for time trial, like, outfits. Shuffling those is a bad idea because they really, like, kind of just fuck up the logic, or, like, they have way too many, like, things in front of them as far as logic for, like, what you need to check them. And so, like, if any important item gets put behind there, it, like, doubles the length of your run immediately because you basically have to go for 100%. It's awful. Bye-bye. Alright, that's 4 keys. What was it saying, though? But yeah, I recommend shuffling goatlings, notes, and seats, because, well, no, so, like, my like, I have, like, a genuine argument against, like, doing time trial rando. Like, it's not like, oh, it's hard, it's that it, like, just, like, completely fucks up the logic of the seed, because it requires so many more, so many more items than anything else in the entire game. Like, everything else in this game is built in such a way that, like, it always has, like, backdoor entrances. There's always lots of different ways you can get to it with, like, less and less items if you're, like, increasingly skilled. And the time trials are, like, very, like, kind of, they're very much sort of a roadblock of, like, you have to have these items to complete this time trial. And then, like, it's not even guaranteed that there will be, like, a good item behind it. And so in order to do any of those checks to see if they even are anything, you have to basically 100% the game. So if you're doing randos like slow mode, I guess that's fine. But like for the purpose of if you're trying to like go fast like at all, like if that's something you care about, then it's going to give you a bad time inherently. But yeah, I really like doing, like I like recommending that you shuffle seats and notes and goatlings because there are just like a lot of things in this game that are kind of like just put in like out of the way places as like Easter eggs, and they're like interesting to reach, but then it's always like kind of disappointing, like, oh, I thought there'd be something cool here. Particularly in the case of the notes, it's like those are usually like on tables and stuff in like corners of rooms where it like feels like there should be something important there, and then there isn't. And like originally those were going to have like little like lore snippets on them, and then they never got added. Ritz was like, it's fine, I don't care that much about adding them actually. So like they're still in like interesting places to reach, and they're like fun to learn how to get to them. See, that's the other thing, right? Is like it gives you a bunch of junk items, so it like massively increases like how, like not only just like the places where there can be like a big pool of like free items where there would normally just be junk or nothing. Oh, cool. Okay, I gotta do this room. I have Ascendant Light, and I believe in myself. How much do I believe in myself exactly? Wow! Ah! Not this much. Yeah, I don't have an awesomeness server, I'm sorry. People always ask if I have like a Discord server for like stream stuff, and I'm like, no, that would be like so much work to manage. I have other servers I have to manage for other things already. I don't want to have like a stream one where it's just like people who like, wow, I like when you stream as a bunny. It's too bad because I would like to like socialize with people, but like, I don't know. Currently I'm scratching that itch by just like hang out in like other streamers' servers, I guess, for now. So at least I've been trying to do that a little bit more. Doing it without Ascendant Light seems tough. It's definitely doable without Sword Beam, but come on. Sorry, my hands are getting sweaty. It's too hard. Game's too hard. Try this again. Okay. The fact that this has become necessary does just mean I've given up on this being an especially fast seed. It's more just I want to do this because it's cool. Come on. Ah! Fuck. That's not where I wanted to waste health. Did I waste health? That doesn't look like I took any damage. That was weird. Damn. Okay, I gotta not do the kick is the problem. Someone taught me a trick for this room at one point. I've forgotten it. Wait, I wonder. Hold on. No, that's not anything. This is probably a really bad idea, and I do not have enough health to... do anything here. I gotta leave. At least I need to leave long enough to, like, go get some juice from some enemies so I can, like, heal a bunch. Oh, I don't even have, like, the good healing. That sucks. Okay. Oh, it also doesn't help if I take damage while getting my juice. Still an enemy I missed, right? No? Fuck. I just... whenever I have to, like, slide jump under pressure, I fuck it up every single time. I'm so bad at it. I do love the egg, guys. Whoa. That's beautiful. Ah! I don't know what just happened there. I, like, lost complete control of where the camera was. I don't know what's happening. I'm scared. Ah! Okay. Locking in. Yeah, they specifically, like, touched up the entrance for the map update. It's one of the things I like. I've successfully wasted some amount of my regained health. There we go. I think if I don't touch that bottom platform, I might not have my spawn point set here. Damn it. Okay, I do anyway. Oh well. In that case, how do I want to... how do I want to go about this? Wow! That backflip always betrays me. I never want to do it. I didn't want to do that. Yeah, getting back from here is the part that sucks. Very much so. I think I can do it with, like, a flip is usually how I handle that. I think if I do it from higher up, it's better, though. Ah, close. Drink some more of my juice. Oh, I absolutely could have done that if I just had the reflexes to turn around. Okay, that's the play, I think. Yay! Now I just need to not fall somewhere stupid here, because my spawn point is still set at the bad end of the room that I don't want to be in. Yeehaw. Oh wait, hey, we have all the keys. Serious mode. Everyone should play this game once. I mean, not actually, because I feel like a lot of people do actually struggle with like getting lost in it and like the spatial reasoning and like the actually I know the fastest way. It's this way. like the movement doesn't click for them. Some people were like, I don't get it. It's like, it seems kind of bad. It's like so empty because there's no enemies. And I'm like, yeah, it's not really a combat game. They kind of like set weird expectations for you by having a boss in the first like tutorial area and a bunch of enemies. And then there's like no reason to fight anything for the rest of the game mostly. Except for like 2 rooms where the door locks if you walk in until you kill all the enemies. It's otherwise like very optional. Which I'm okay with, because I don't think the combat is like necessarily the highlight of this, except for the final boss, which whips ass. But yeah, it is a very cheap game. It's a fairly short game. It's very replayable. I do recommend it to everyone. It's one of my favorite games. Two final bosses at the same time is very hard. Oh geez, wait, is that how that archipelago thing worked? Is you were like controlling 2 games at the same time? Is that how that... I'm gonna need to hit that save crystal there or else I'm gonna have no health for this boss. Just realized. Still have indignation, that's good. Kinda looks like I have martial prowess as well. No, maybe not. Yeah, I didn't realize you could just have like 2 instances of the same game running. It wouldn't normally be like, isn't there something you have to bypass to make it not be like, there's an instance of this game already running, it won't boot? Oh, weird. Okay. Oh, there's a health upgrade there. I did not hit the save point, so at the very least this will put my health, and that's fine. Well, I would imagine the desyncs between like 2 games running at the same time, even if it's not randomized, are like due to like random like enemy behaviors and stuff like that. Like enemies being in like different spots. But yeah, again, if you don't want to see the final boss, I'm about to do it, so look away and I will tell you when it's cool to look back. Yeah, especially with the final boss, I think fighting 2 instances of that would be like... Ow, fuck. How did that even happen? Really not on my game tonight. I guess after getting a PB last time, I have to have like a stream where I play a little bit worse. Yeah, I mean, doable for lock-on, but like the enemy, like the move patterns would be different, right? Like she would do a different sequence of attacks because it's random. Damn it. Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. Stop it. Stop it. Fuck. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe your headphones are like loud or your computer like driver is like, I don't know. Usually headphones crackling is a hardware thing, I think. So when speakers crackle, it usually just means there's like something up with it. Stop that. Stop it. You're being obnoxious. Stop doing that move. I'm banning it. That was close. Okay. Professor Oak voice. You were close. Oh, she's like way up there. Okay. Just gotta be close, speaking of which. Ah, fuck. If I get hit once, I'm dead. If I get hit once, I'm dead. It's a very close fight just because I didn't bother healing before, or I didn't get enough health upgrades beforehand. Or like any upgrades to my healing ability. I'm just gonna run away from this. Yeah, I'm very fast. This isn't even a particularly fast run, I do this a lot. Work like a bunny, as they say. Should be more fitting if I was a speedrunner, but yeah, just a little one. You just caught me at the end of it, though. I'm just like off work until next week when I open commissions on probably Monday. So I finished a bunch of like personal art and other like obligations today and then realized I actually don't have anything to do with the rest of my night and I already did a bunch of drawing and I don't want to do more or my hands will hurt. So I'm like, I'm gonna play a video game. So cross them. Taking my angry eyebrows off now. A bug happened in the final fight where Sybil just stopped having a hitbox? Probably. I'm sure I've seen a lot of weird glitches at this point, and a lot of the time they just like they probably happen and you don't even notice that they've happened is the thing. Like I don't know. It's strange. I clicked away from the game, that's why it's not working. Okay. Anyways, the max number the save slots go up to is I think 256. Yeah. Look, you can even see my first couple of times. Wow. See, like I said, like I think this is one that I messed around on a bunch for like messing with mods and stuff. So it's like the time isn't accurate. It took me an actual like 2.5 hours. But yeah, like gradually got faster and more consistent. And then it was like at some point I started figuring out how to do things in like sub-hour more and more consistently. And yeah, then I started doing things in like less than 40 minutes pretty consistently. And like at this point, any time that like was over an hour was like, oh, that was a bad seed. Oh, this one was these two, because I thought it would be funny to do for the 69th. These two were, I was like, I want to try doing like a vanilla, like blind speed run or whatever. Like just like knowing where roughly where things are, but not knowing what the actual like optimal speed run routing is and not knowing any glitches. Like I'm just gonna not randomize the game and sprint for the like trying to beat it and see what happens. And yeah, it turns out that like is a pretty accurate like estimate of like my average time. Like when I don't get absurdly lucky and find all the keys at the very start or something, like uh, I usually tend to average around 40 minutes. So yeah, and then this was my PB, which was like a few weeks ago when I streamed this last. I do 256. I gotta buy a new copy. Maybe. I don't know how that would help. But oh wait, no, sorry. This is my PB from a couple weeks ago. That makes more sense because it was more recent in the numbers. But yeah, I like this video game. Can you tell? Anyways, yeah. Well, thank you for coming to my weird impromptu midweek stream. Can't tell that's scary. Okay, I'll tell you. I like it. Um, yeah. Thank you for coming to my weird midweek stream. I probably won't do another one unless I'm like incredibly bored tomorrow night or something. Um, but yeah, I'll probably be back to Twilight Princess HD on Saturday. And yeah, I'll see y'all around. Have yourselves a good night or day or whatever. Bye bye.